Hi, welcome to PWC Connections. My name is Shauna McIntosh and I'm the Communications and Community Relations intern. This summer, I've been provided with some great opportunities, such as getting to schedule social media posts, interviewing employees and other interns, writing articles for our internal newsletters, updating our website, writing email blasts sent out to 50,000 plus people, attending community events and public meetings, coming up with TV show segment ideas, and even getting to be on TV. The exposure I've received this summer will help me with my future career endeavors, no doubt. I've been able to work on my communication skills, real work experience, networking skills, time management, and so much more. The valuable experience I've gained from interning here at PWC this summer is something I can bring back to the classroom when working on assignments or even listening to lectures. I still have a ton to learn, but now I know that what I'm studying is exactly what I want to do. Here at PWC this summer, we have a total of 17 college interns and 10 high school science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM students. They get to do some pretty awesome things all around Fayetteville. Let's talk to a few of them to learn more about the different internship opportunities PWC has to offer. Hi, I'm here with Brandon and we're at Glenville Lake. He works in the watersheds department. Brandon, would you tell me about what a typical day is like for you?
So a typical day, if it's not too hot and it's not storming in the morning, we typically go out into the field. We're planting plants, taking water samples, doing sewer overflows if they occur. We also fire break, that way we can access the areas that we need out on the watershed properties. We've been doing a bunch of hurricane damage, which just is me and the other intern cutting up trees, that way we can access different parts of the watershed properties.
Brandon, what kind of projects are you working on right now?
Water quality assurance, which is where we go down in the streams and we collect all kinds of aquatic insects. The more diversity we have in the insects promotes a better quality in the water that's there. So the more insects that we see within the stream, we know that the stream is a healthy or moderately good healthy stream. And if there's not enough insects, we can kind of see how we can promote and try to introduce more into the water stream to help filter the water as it comes to Glenville plant or anywhere else down in the system. And then the second major project that we're working on is with the red cockaded woodpecker. We're working with the U.S. Wildlife and Fisheries Department, and we're going out and we're surveying new habitats for these woodpeckers, seeing if there's any new nesting activity that's happened around. And then we upload the GPS coordinate if we find a tree into their major database system. And then
So what would you say the most challenging part?
Most challenging outside of the heat is going to be probably learning the different types of plants that are out here. Whenever we're around trimming, you know, there's some that are endangered, you don't want to step on them. So that's a real difficult challenge for me because I'm not a botanist by any means necessary.
What is the best part about working in the watersheds department?
Best part has got to be the scenery, of course the people, the wildlife you see out there, the beautiful plants. I mean, you're surrounded by neighborhoods and then you walk through a fence that's just covered by vegetation. You walk a couple hundred feet and then, wow, you would never have guessed that there's this great of scenery down in there. I mean, it's just amazing and it's a privilege to be able to be down into the watershed properties. What are some of the most valuable things you've learned this summer? Some of the most valuable things that I've learned this summer is going to be how to sample sewer overflows. Whenever a sewer overflow occurs, we have to go out to that site, but it's not just taking a sample from that site. We have to see where it's flowing downhill, where's the upstream. So we have to look at all kinds of maps and data and try to figure out where this pollution is flowing downstream, and then we have to try to take samples from it.
And how do you think this internship will help you in the future?
I've always had a good background on how water flows in the ground due to my geology background, but I never understood like the biology behind it, all the different plants, insects, how it truly affects how the water quality, how they clean it up, how much pollutant can be in there. So it's great to have a biological background in that, and this is really helping me out with that part of my life.
Okay, great. Thanks, Brandon, for giving us your time.
You're very welcome.
This is Megan, and she's the intern at the Cross Creek Lab. Megan, what does a typical day look like for you?
Well, it depends on if I'm inside or outside. If I'm in the lab, normally we come in, we get all the instruments turned on. And like whenever you came in, I was pHing the meter, which is the calibration, and we have different kind of standards. So we have to reset every single day and save them, or else, because if you don't write it down, then you technically didn't do it. So that's all what it is here. You have to write down all these different bench sheets, as they call them. But normally after that, then it depends on who I'm working with. If I work with Miss Gina, we do alkalinities and we test the nitrates in the water. And if I'm with Miss Robin, we do these things called CBODs and reading BODs, which is the amount of dissolved oxygen, and what's behind you is she's draining it, getting ready for total suspended solids. And what that is the amount of, like, because it is a wastewater plant, so we are testing the amount of solids that are in like the filtered water and the effluent that's going back into the river. So, but if I'm in the field, then I go out with Mr. Kevin York, and we go to every single sample station. There's 130 in Fayetteville, and we have to do 120 a month, and so we do 10 3 times a week. So we go, what that is, there's little green boxes all over town. If you look, you'll find them. It's really not that hard to find once you notice them. But we'll take a sample, we measure the amount of total chlorine, free chlorine, and we take a turbidity sample, and we bring back a BAC-T sample, which is the bacteriological sample, which is what we have to turn in each month.
So what is one thing that you think you'll carry with you after this internship?
Just all the knowledge about like all the lab equipment, because my major is biochemistry. So I'm going to be doing this every single day for the next at least 4 years. So.
What is one thing you would say to a potential intern who might want to do this next summer?
Be willing to try new things. Like, I was scared of coming here because I've never worked in a lab before, but put yourself out there, step out of your comfort zone, and it will benefit you in the long run.
Well, thanks for your time, Megan. I know you need to get back to work.
Thank you.
Meet Cameron. He's the intern at the apparatus repair shop. Cameron, tell us about your daily responsibilities and what you do on a typical day.
Well, in the beginning, we go out there and we check and see if anything's took out of emergency stock, see if any lineman has come in and took anything out of our inventory. Secondly, we'll go into the back and see if there's bring anything that needs to be received in the shop and TTR and pull oil samples and bring it into surplus.
So what would you say the best part about your internship is?
I would say the learning experience, getting to do everything that I went to school for, mostly.
And what would you say the most challenging part of your internship is?
I would say learning all the formulas, making sure I remember all the calculations right, not forgetting a step, because it's all about safety and it's dangerous.
So what is one thing that you're going to take with you after this internship?
My ability to test transformers, learning the impedance, knowing the impedance and the induced potential and all that, just learning all that stuff.
So if you could say one thing to someone who might want to intern here next summer, what would you say to them?
PWC is awesome. I mean, the experience is fun. My coworkers, I love my coworkers. It's just a fun experience. They teach you a lot. It's all about safety. It's just a good environment to work in.
Well, thanks, Cameron. Thanks for letting us visit the apparatus repair shop. Now we're in the purchasing department with our intern, Jake. Jake, tell us about what your typical day is like in the office.
Well, I come in and I work for both Mark and Jason with purchasing and internal audit. So some days I come in with Mark and some days I work with Jason. The days that I come in with Mark, right now I'm working on a local project. We're trying to increase local spending, so I'll look up potential local companies or contractors and subcontractors that Mark can reach out to. And with Jason right now, I'm going through the internal policies and procedures, and I'm trying to make sure that they match up with the general statutes.
Awesome. So what would you say your favorite part about this internship is?
My favorite part is definitely getting to experience the office environment. This is my first real internship, so it's been very eye-opening coming in here and seeing how everybody interacts with each other, kind of a real-world experience, and I've really loved that.
So what is the most surprising thing that you've learned here and that you know you'll take with you?
Probably how to interact in a professional setting, but also you know, how to hold myself professionally, but also socialize with everybody in an acceptable manner. I think that it's great to be able to enjoy spending time and talking to your employees, but also being able to get all your work done on time and get everything done. So that's something that I'll definitely take with me.
What would you say to a potential intern who might want to intern here next summer?
One of the things that an intern should definitely look at themselves for if they want to intern here is being able to get their work done. Good time management skills are very important. Being able to communicate well with their employer. It's very important to be able to work on your own time and keep track of all your stuff, make sure you get it done on time, but also go out of your way to meet everyone in the office and make connections and stuff like that.
Great. Well, thanks for letting us chat.
Of course.
Now we're with Mariah, a STEM student intern who works in the facilities maintenance department. Mariah, tell us about what you do on a day-to-day basis here.
Well, on an everyday basis, it's not a routine schedule. We usually do either work orders, or if we don't have any work orders, we'll usually fix LED lights all around the facility.
Okay, so what would you say the best part about your internship is?
The best part about it is meeting new faces and just basically going around doing a lot of stuff and having fun while doing it.
Is electrical work the only thing you do here?
Not at all. I also do plumbing and fix kitchen sinks and toilets as well.
So do you think this program has changed what you want to do when you graduate from high school, or do you think it's reaffirmed your decision?
Not really, but it did give me like a plan B type of situation, and I actually kind of like it. So if my plan A doesn't work out, I'll definitely do it as a plan B.
So what are your future plans?
I do want to go to college for geology and study in rocks and stuff, and then after that, find a career somewhere.
What's one thing you've learned this summer that you think will help you reach your goals?
Be serious and get your work done, but also have a fun time and enjoy doing it.
Well, great. Thanks for letting us talk with you, Mariah.
Thank you for having me on here.
Our last stop is here with Rebecca, and she's the STEM student intern at the Accounting and the Legal Risk departments. Rebecca, how did you find out about this STEM student internship program?
Well, my sister told me about it, and then I went online and researched, and I applied.
And how was the application process?
I wanted to make sure that I had the best information on my application, and then we went to the interviews. We had group interviews. I was very nervous for that, but I enjoyed it.
Rebecca, tell me about your daily responsibilities and what you do every day.
So every day I come in and I log into my computer, and then I have different tasks from my supervisor. He gives me different tasks every day. And then also I work with accounting and I do invoices. So I print off invoices for the account payable project. So just different things.
What would you say the most challenging part of this internship is?
The most challenging part would probably be being able to balance all of my responsibilities since I am getting work from both departments. It is kind of hard, but I manage.
What do you like most about PWC?
I like the environment. You walk down the hall and then you see people and you just say hi and smile, and I just love working with the different people.
Would you say this internship has influenced your future, what you want to do after you graduate from high school?
Yes, it let me know that I definitely want to work in a business, so I do want to pursue a degree in entrepreneurship, so it does help me with that, getting the office experience.
Rebecca, what would you say to another STEM student who might be interested in doing this next summer?
I would say definitely go ahead and apply. It's a great program and you definitely benefit. Networking is also vital, so there's people in my department who are connected to many different colleges and different other businesses, so it helps me with that and it'll help them.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I really enjoyed talking with you.